Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, sir, and hello, everyone who watch this. I'm Lestari Febriani from NK1, and today we'll delivering my persuasive speech. This speech is about the importance of saving electricity energy. Did you know that wasting electricity worsens the global warming? Well, that's an important fact that sadly not many people know that. Not even my sister who graduated from environmental health major. So that is why you should listen to my speech carefully. I will share my presentation slide first. So, about electrical energy. Electricity is one of the most important components in our life. Almost all aspects need that. Like we need it for lightning to charge our mobile devices, to fill the bathtub, or even for cooking and washing clothes. Electricity it is that important. Unfortunately, the importance of electricity in human life is in use with its excessive use. From 195 countries, Indonesia is on 12th position with the largest electricity consumption in the world. Putting aside of its large area, this is still an important concern because it is a fact that electricity waste is not only result in financial losses but also environment bad impact. So I want you guys to join the electricity saving movement because we, the smartest living creatures on earth, we should try our best to save electricity use in order to reduce the worsening of global warming. So what is it saving electricity? So simply, saving electricity is an effort to reduce the use of electrical energy. We reduce it efficiently without reducing comfort and productivity. This means that we try to avoid wasting energy. But why we need to do this? Now I will tell you about the negative impacts of electricity waste. The first is expensive electricity bills. This is the most basic problem that many people face. If you if you use this excessively, then the bill will be so high. And the second negative impact is waste of energy resources. Electricity is mostly generated from non-renewable energy sources, coal, natural gas, and petroleum. If this electricity is wasted continuously, it means that those energy sources will run out faster. Yeah, we know there are already popular alternative energy for electricity such as hydroelectric power plants, wind or solar, but in practice, they still cannot match the amount of electricity from fossil fuels. Today, the world electricity supply is still dominated by electricity from fossil fuels with 70% of the world's electricity supply. The next reason is global warming. This is the worst effect. Why? Because the use of fossil fuels produces a lot of greenhouse gas emissions, which then causes the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the trapping of large amount of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere, so that heat is trapped on Earth, resulting an increase in the average temperature of the Earth. As we know, global warming has many negative impacts on the environment, such as climate change, rising earth temperature, and ecosystem damage. Climate change, for example, is like the uncertainty of the weather in Indonesia, like how normally rainy season is in October to November, but today in December is still there's so many rains. And the ecosystem damage is the effect of climate change and rising earth temperature. For example, the ice at the poles is melting more and more, and many glaciers are disappearing. Sadly, many living things depends on ice and glaciers, so it can be said that this damage also worsens the quality of living things, of other living things. And the last is energy crisis. This is still related to fossil fuel sources, which this energy waste can lead to an energy crisis in the future. With the small dominance of alternative energy sources to electricity, it is not impossible that one day our children and grandchildren will experience a shortage of energy reserves if we don't change from now. So, if you think, don't control me, I can pay my electricity bills, that is a selfish move statement. That is a selfish statement. We must know that not everything is about money. Sometimes our action today have an impact on the future. So what should we do? Remember the saying, one person can change the world. The analogy is like this. Someday you see someone having an accident on the road. The first you want to help them but cancel it because you think, oh, never mind, someone else will help him. I'm busy. Then you leave, but it turns out everybody think the same as you. As a result, that person did not survive. However, he maybe is still alive if he saved earlier. This is the same as carrying out a movement to care for the earth by saving electricity. Don't ever think that you are just a small person and cannot give an impact. You do have. Imagine if thousands or even million people inspired to do the same thing, to do the good same thing as you did. How beautiful this world could be. These are the examples of some things you can do. First, turn off electronic devices when not in use. Like turn off your TV when your focus is no longer on the show, and turn off your light when it's already bright. Second, unplug the cable from the socket when not in use. Don't ever assume that if the charger is not plugged into the phone, it doesn't use energy. Okay? Next tips is use efficiently. Example, if you turn on the water machine, always fill it until full. Don't just turn it on when you want to take a shower, then turn it off when you're done. By filling it little by little, the electricity use will be more wasteful. And next is switch to renewable energy sources. So if you have enough money, you should start switching to renewable energy. For example, installing solar panels on the roof of your house as an energy source. Next, don't use it if it's not urgent. For example, if you're in a class during the day, it's better to open the window than to turn on the lamp, because nature already give the natural light for us in the day. The last is to buy low watt electronics. Nowadays, many electronic brands sells electronic goods with a guarantee of lower power and electricity consumption. This is very useful not only in terms of your finance but also the environment. So what can we conclude from here is electricity is an essential component in our life. It has many uses and almost inseparable from all aspects of our daily life. And then electricity waste is the excessive and inefficient use of electrical energy. This often occurs due to daily habits of people that do not pay attention to electricity usage, such as leaving the lights on in an empty room or not unplugging the charger after the device is fully charged. This is really need to be avoided so we will not suffer financial losses and do not further harm the environment. We can start saving electricity with simple steps, such as turning off or unplugging electronic devices when not in use, and supporting the use of alternative energy. Saving electricity is not only about saving money, but also a real action to protect the environment and our future. So that is all my persuasive speech about saving electricity energy. Thank you for listening and paying attention to me. And I'm really sorry if there's anything I did wrong. Thank you all. I will end it here. Bye bye. Bye bye.